Alright, hey guys, this is Friday, April 24th, and so this is the last day of the week, obviously. Hooray! I know y'all are excited about that. I know Brianna can't wait to get to her weekend, not to do work. I know Charisma's up there just like ready to go do her thing. And of course, all the boys are just like, yeah, let's do this. And so I hope y'all are doing well. I hope we're getting material done and contacting me if y'all have any questions. And so what we have today is forest and forestry. This begins on page 440. Did I do something wrong there? It's 446 through 448. And so we're just going to keep going on here. And so this will be for our science. So it says a forest is a dense collection of trees with a dense collection of trees. Next we have the old growth forest, which shows no significant signs of major disturbances, such as the effects of a severe natural disaster or of being used for timber. So that's the old growth forest. Next we have secondary forest, which is a forest that grows up from unforested land. And then we have usually all of the tree in a secondary forest are about the same age, and there are a few, if any, fallen and decaying trees. Last here on page 447 here we have growth conditions. Forests can be found in almost any place where the temperature, soil, and available water are suitable for trees to grow. A tree line is a limit beyond which these factors are unsuitable for tree growth. Approaching the tree line, trees tend to become shorter and more stunted. The Arctic tree line of North America, Europe, and Asia is the northern limit at which trees can grow. North of this line, short cool growing seasons prevent trees from growing large. We have the northern forest there on page 447, which is divided into the northern coniferous forest and the northern hardwood forest. You have the central broadleaf forest, which contains the greatest, well, first of all, the northern forest basically runs from, covers most of Alaska and Canada, and it also extends into the Appalachian Mountains in New England. The central broadleaf forest contains the greatest variety of tree species. It is located east of the Mississippi River and south of the northern hardwood forest. Then you have the southern forest, also called the southern oak pine forest, stretches across southeast America from Delaware to Florida and west to Oklahoma and Texas. It contains many varieties of pine. Then you have the bottomland hardwood forest, which is the fertile ground along the Mississippi River and makes the forest one of the most productive forest areas. Next you have the Pacific Coast Forest, which basically runs from the northern California, Oregon, Washington, and parts of Canada. The Rocky Mountain Forest extends from Canada into Mexico. The commercially important trees in this region are varieties of pine like white, ponderosa, and lodgepole. Then on page 448, you have the tropical forest, which is found in Mexico, Central America, and small patches in southern Florida. Managing a forest, basically you have there, it talks about forestry, which is the science of managing and studying forests and its related natural resources. The primary goal of forestry is to grow crop after crop of high quality trees. Secondary goals include conserving soil and water, supplies, taking care of the environment, recreational areas, etc. If you study forestry, you are a forester. And so who owns the forest? The forests in the United States are owned and managed by a variety of people and agencies. The Forest Service of the U.S. Department of Agriculture monitors the forest to make sure that private, public, and cooperative landowners manage their forests properly so as not to cause environmental turmoil. In the United States, 42% of forested land is owned by federal, state, local governments. 39% is owned by over 10 million private landowners, and 19% is commercially owned. And so that will take us through section 3. And so the questions on this, basically, is gonna be 1 through 5 on page 449. If you notice on your packet, I think I may have actually extended, tried to do all of the lesson yesterday. So what I actually did was, if you look on Monday, instead of doing both lessons on Monday, like I have it laid out for next Monday, basically we went ahead and did page 446. So I went ahead and kind of changed it a little bit and did all of that one lesson yesterday. And so page 449, 1 through 5, and then that'll mean Monday we don't have quite as much to do. And so 449, 1 through 5 will be today's lesson. If you have any questions, again, get with me. Hope you all have a good weekend and enjoy your time.